from Kicks and Cocktails Digital TV. How's everybody doing? Brainiac is not here with us today, but we do have a special guest, a very lovely, awesome friend of mine. I mean, I am so glad you're here, girl.
I'm my sister.
We are stoked. This is so exciting for us. So let's tell the people a little bit about our friendship, our history.
Yes.
How long have we been knowing each other?
Girl, it started when we was in single digits. We was probably like 6 or 7, okay? That's how long. That's why this is not just my friend. This is my sister.
Yes, absolutely.
Long time. Friends, long time.
So did we tell the people your name?
We did not.
We did not. This is the lovely Vonette. I call her
Yes.
Vonetti. That's my childhood name. You know,
Yes.
that's an endearing, loving name I give everybody that I love, nickname. So,
We actually grew up together.
yes.
So as we transitioned into teenage years, we became very close friends. Our friendship began to turn into sistership because we started working at the same place.
Absolutely.
Okay? Filene's basement. Okay.
Oh, remember those days.
Girl, let me tell you, I don't know if Carla even knows this, but at Filene's basement, she has always had a eclectic style. Something simply her own. And she owned it. And that's what I learned from her. My style doesn't have to be pleasing to anyone else but myself. And when you own your style, it becomes a part of you.
Absolutely.
And so that's what I got from my sis. You know, she owned her style. It was no one else's but hers. But when she has it, look, it is her own.
Yes.
It is her own. So that's something that I know that I never told her, but that's something that is special to
I
me because
appreciate that.
we worked at the same spot, but we ain't never buy the same clothes.
Absolutely. We have a story. I was going to go over and visit, you know, her and her twin one day because we were all just a whole group. That was a commodity. It was us. And before I got there, you were looking at a magazine and she goes, "Hey, I know who's going to like this outfit. I wouldn't wear it." So I come in and I said, "Hey, what's up, everybody? Got the magazine, I'm flipping through. Oh, this is bad." All you heard was laughs. I knew you were going like that. I knew you would wear that. Only you would wear it.
Mhm.
But I mean, opposites attract.
That's right.
Friends, we have different things, viewpoints, different things we like, but there's something that draws us and has drawn us close to each other for all these years. So
Yes.
we love it.
Yes.
I mean, hey.
Yes.
It's
absolutely.
gonna always be. I cherish this friendship, and what I never probably told you is I admired your ambition and professionalism, and just hey, it is what it is. And you know, being frank and being confident, and that's a big thing. That's a big plus. And sometimes we don't have that, you know, in young ladies, and we have to kind of like encourage each other to adapt those qualities.
That's
because
right.
it works for you.
Exactly.
And you've been very successful with that strong mindset.
Yes.
So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Glad we're
Thank
here
you.
today
You
to do
too,
this.
boo.
So the drink we're going to get into actually is inspired by Vonette. So what is it called?
It is the Coco Special.
The Coco Special.
And what makes it special is the coconut rum. Hey.
Hey. So I'm gonna tell you guys, she put me on the spot with this. We had a graduation celebration, and she comes in and says, "Hey," first of all she brings this bottle. Let's get into this. This is a story about the bottle. This Ray and Nephew coconut rum that I didn't know that she brought back from a trip from Jamaica. So that was a big thing for me, finding that out. Hey, you brought your personal bottle. Usually people want to drink their bottles that they brought back from a different, you know, from an island or something. So, you know, giving, love, she brought this in. Make me a drink. So I'm like, oh gosh, I'm scared. Why are you scared? This is what you do. But
This is my mixologist.
Hey.
So I had to bring her something that I knew she was going to hook me up with. This is my personal mixologist. Go ahead, baby.
Hey, so I got past the nerve. She goes, "This is what you do," and then pulls out her phone. So normally when I'm under pressure, that's when I'll act. Don't give me a lot of time, then I'm gonna fumble. So I was like, all right, so what should I do? And I'm looking, and I look on the table. I'm like, all right, I already have this, and I see some Simply lemonade. I know, you know, we always talk about this. Those of you who follow us know we always talk about using Simply lemonade juice because it's so refreshing. It's very good. It's not that artificial syrupy taste, and it just goes well with mixed drinks. It's a great mixer. So anytime you're mixing drinks, and I say it all the time, please do not use the dreadful sugary, watery, disgusting. It just messes up the alcohol.
Right.
We don't want to do that.
That's important. That is
And
the key.
Also, we had Crown Royal whiskey. So we're gonna put these things together. Unfortunately, we could not run back to Jamaica. That was the last show. You know, hey, I know I ain't got it like that. I can just fly back and forth to Jamaica anytime I went. But again, my sister came through because she brought some Pear coconut rum. So although we love Ray and Nephew, sometimes you gotta improvise. You gotta substitute things, and that's pretty much how I became a mixologist. Making drinks at home, whatever I had. So we can dress up the drinks and garnish them pretty style. That's great. It really is. It's awesome. It's a beautiful thing to do, and we will be getting into some of that much later down the road. What should I do? I'm gonna take this rum, but we're gonna substitute it with the Pear. We have a little corner, but that might
I'm
not
saying.
So we're gonna do about, let's see, that's about 1.5 ounces. So I'm gonna say about 2.5 ounces of the coconut rum. Right?
Yeah, this is the Coco special, y'all.
This is the Coco special. And I'm gonna say let's do about 3 ounces.
Are y'all getting excited? Because I'm getting excited.
Of the lemonade, simply lemonade. I'm gonna shake it up for about maybe 20 seconds. You want to mix it in there real good. 15 to 20. You don't want to water it down too much. We're just gonna pour it into our glass.
Y'all, this smells so good.
But we don't have to fill it. We could fill it, but you know, we want to float it.
Oh, I like that.
We
gonna float it.
That's what gets it. So we already have that. That's 90 proof, right?
Yes, this is real grown up, okay? Kids, don't try this at home.
Do not. 90 proof rum. You got your floater. I don't have a straw.
That's okay.
I think we could just garnish it with our lemon.
Yes, honey.
And look at that. Look at there, look at there, look at there.
Mm-hmm. The Coco special.
That's for you, babe.
Thank you, my darling. Let me just swish it around a little bit. What? The Coco special, y'all.
It's Coco special.
Okay. Delicious. Go
Like,
ahead, sis. I know you got to make one for yourself before I get my refill.
Okay. Get into our shoe for today. So we're going to have a seat. So give us a few minutes and we're going to roll right into that, guys. What we going to feature for today? What we got? Kicks and cocktails.
Yes. Let's see them kicks.
I am actually wearing this sneaker today. It is the Nike Blazer 77 SE Indigo. You know I love that name. Indigo, right?
It's very special.
I'm wearing a shoe, but I'm gonna take it off and show it to y'all. 'Cause I'm excited. I fell into this sneaker by mistake. I really did. I was having a down moment, and you know, I shop a lot.
I know that's right.
You know it. You know what I need. So anyway, let's talk about the features. We got the indigo flower. We have the cork design of the stripe on the back, which I love. It's a canvas sneaker. Powder blue is so pretty because spring, summer, you know, those colors are like it for me.
They make you happy.
They do. The cork sneaker jewelry, the tab, whatever you call it, I don't know, the lace jewelry, we call it. And then the back of the sneaker, you can see the flower, the figure one, the Nike, and then there's a little message. I don't have prescription sunglasses, but you know that this is a Nike Blazer, it's a retro, so I've got my retro Gucci's on.
I know that's right.
To kind of blend in with the outfit and to kick the sneaker, you know.
Yes.
So let's see if I can kind of like make it out. I think I may have to look at the
I don't know if it's in English. Is it English? I can't even speak.
Indigo.
Yo, the Coco special.
It's the Coco special. Scientific Indigo Ferra Tinctoria. Part of use, leaf and stem, Okay, this is bad, guys. I need my
Wait, y'all. It says Habitat,
habitat. There we go.
India, Korea, and beyond.
Thank you.
Yo, this is so fly because I did not know it was a real cork, y'all. This joint is a real
It's a real
cork. Yo, this is so fly. I love that
Yeah.
shoe.
And thank you for your assistance. See, but I need my bifocal.
Girl, child, I need my reading glasses, but far
Yeah.
away I can read.
I can read far away, but I couldn't read far away nor close up on that. That was pretty bad. But I love this sneaker. It's very fresh. It's clean and sleek. You can dress it up, dress it down. I have on my shirt dress again. I got on my vintage sunglasses because it's a vintage shoe. The blazer 70 Nike. The Nike Blazer 77 actually came out in 1973 when it was created. Isn't it?
Stop!
That's wild.
Yo, that was the year.
Anyway, we're going to leave that alone.
That's right.
1973. That's a great year, though.
That's right.
That's a great year. Now, look at that. Look at that. You got the color in the inside. I love all the little, highlights. When you give me splashes of color, even though you can't see inside the shoe, the visual is great. And like I said, I fell into it by mistake, guys. But I really love the sneaker. I don't think I've worn the sneaker a full 24 hours. Look at that. It's a beauty.
It is. It really is.
You can dress that up.
The detail, the indigo. Like, do you see like these beautiful flowers?
Yes.
The detail is so beautiful. I love Nike sneaks.
I do.
I really do. I love Nike sneaks. I feel like they make you want to buy their shoe because they make it so eclectic.
They do. They do. And I think this is like really like eco-friendly. This particular sneaker that they created, so with the ozone layer and all the pollution we have, a lot of sneakers they have come out with to make them, eco-friendly. And I think that's kind of what caught my eye, guys. I was like, okay, well, who's going to work against our planet Earth?
Right? Okay, we got to watch our carbon footprint.
Right?
For real.
So, I mean, it's sleek. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Dress it up, dress it down, wear it with a shirt dress, wear it with some denim cut off shorts. However you want to play it, you can play it all different type of ways, but just that memory, like saying the Nike shoe, always loved it. I think again, when I think about it, way back in the day, my sister had bought my brother and I a pair of Nikes, and we kept trying to figure out were they Nike Cortez or they Nike Blazers. I really think they were Nike Blazers, no tops. But he keeps saying they're Bobos. How do you have Bobo Nikes? That doesn't make sense. It's like an oxymoron. They were red, white, and blue. So this is our sneaker that we feature for today, guys. Yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
I
right?
love it.
It's classy.
Yes.
It's
And the name Indigo is just so special.
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
It's a good name. All right. So I'm glad you guys were able to share that sneaker feature today. Part of my catalog, what I really love. So what we're going to get into, and don't mind me because I have to have my questions ready for my sister friend. So we're going to ask Ronette a couple questions about sneakers. So what's your favorite pair of sneakers, girlie?
Okay, so I hate to put this drink down, but I have to. Okay.
It's not going anywhere. Nobody's going to take it. I might, but go ahead.
So I gotta tell you, my favorite sneaker right now are these.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not a big sneakerhead, but these sneaks right here are my absolute favorites. I keep them in a box because I don't want to mess them up. I love these Jones. I don't even bring them out in the summertime unless it's a special occasion and I'm going somewhere. And most of the time, my husband doesn't like me wearing heels, so he would prefer me being in a pair of sneakers. And these right here are them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I love these. He actually is the one that got me back into sneaks.
That's what's up.
Because he loves sneakers and he will stand in line for them.
That I did know. That her hubby loves sneaks.
Yeah, he will stand in line for them or he will have me stand in line for them. But either way, he's going to get his sneaks. But these are my favorite right now. I love these. And they're so comfortable. And I have to be coordinated. So yeah, these are cute, and I wear these with my my gold jewelry.
Yeah, that's a classic pair of sneakers. That's a classic pair of J-boys, Real sleek. I love that word sleek, You gotta be fancy.
That's right.
So let me just say, all right, what made you stop wearing them? Because I know when we were younger, we had our Reebok classics were the thing.
Yo, black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can never go wrong with a black or white pair of Reeboks back in,
Yes.
you know, when we were younger. Can never go wrong.
Right.
But I stopped wearing them because once I graduated from high school, I was entering into the business field. And in business at that time, sneakers were not allowed. And so I would rock my shoes, my sandals. And like I said, when we were graduating high school, we were working at Filene's Basement. Yes. And so at Filene's Basement, I can get my dress wear for work and my shoes. So sneaks kind of were like no longer in my wardrobe. And so that's kind of like how it stopped.
Okay, get it.
Yeah.
Got it. Alrighty. That Filene's though.
Gotta plug it in.
3 times. I don't even think it exists anymore.
Girl, I know. I wish it did, but that was the spot.
25% off.
Okay. And you didn't see a whole lot of people in your clothes. That's what I liked.
Oh, yeah.
And see, that's what I appreciated about Carla, because she would find things in Filene's Basement that you wouldn't even think about rocking, and she would put it together, and it was just like, yo, where did you get that? Girl, I got it over on the rack. You know what I'm saying? Over there. This was from the men's section. I'm like, no, it wasn't.
I was say that.
Yes.
This was from the men's section.
Okay.
Let me see what I could do with it.
Okay. And she would do what she needed to do with it. Okay.
While you at it, you know the famous. What's that famous line you said? While you at it, go get me a rolling rack. That's a story that I am pulling out of my head. I'm pulling out of my dreads, my locks. Oh my God.
Carla, please tell the story. Please, I got to sip on this one, y'all.
All right, so before, finally, as you know, retail, department stores can get very busy. The fitting room is a mess. I was never hyped to do the fitting room. Can you cover the fitting room? Absolutely not. I'm not doing it. I will do anything else. I will not cover the fitting room. So Bonnet she had it, you know, dressing room, had it down locked. So we had a manager. Oh goodness, this was so funny. Kids were running around. Bonnet never felt ashamed to discipline shoppers' kids. So these kids were running amok. Folks were coming in there crazy. You got people throwing things everywhere. Sometimes ladies can be very sloppy. I don't know about the home break. I'm not gonna speak for us because our mothers didn't raise us to, you know, you do what you need to do. Be neat and clean. So anyway, she gets on the intercom and requests something in a way that the manager didn't like it. I think she needed all rolling racks to the dressing room because there weren't any. Stuff was on the floor, clothes were on the floor. So the manager comes walking around. I said, "Oh Lord, she come from Bonnet." So
do you remember her name?
I do.
Okay, we ain't gonna shout her out, but I just wanted to make sure she remembered.
I do remember initials M and F. So anyway, seriously, those are her initials.
Don't swear.
So she goes, she's red, stomping. I said, "Oh God, my neck will get fired today." No. And so she was like, "You cannot message over the intercom that way. All right? If you need something, you have to say it in another manner." So she proceeds to walk off, the manager. And the Bonnet says, "Okay, so, and while you're at it, go get me a roller rack." Well, I thought I would die. I gotta go home. Wait a minute, she my ride. What's happening? Did you just tell this? We're kids. You just told this adult to get you a roller rack. And she was beat red, and I was like, "Hey, okay." She didn't mean it. She's sleepy. Yeah, she's tired. She didn't eat. We just got off of school, out of school, and it's like 7 o'clock. We're hungry. Yeah, we're going to Wendy's. You got to cover for your friends.
That's right.
You do.
That's right.
But that's a joke, y'all. That is a joke. So rolling rack, I don't know. We probably should make T-shirts. While you at it,
give me a rolling rack.
Oh man. All right, so let me ask you this: what's your favorite sneaker now?
The most, I'm gonna say, besides the black one, the most memorable one that I have is this one right here. So,
This
is the most memorable one. Now, I was younger. My dad was a gentle giant. My dad was 6'7".
Yes.
And he came and picked us up, and he was like, "We're gonna go get some sneaks." So I was hyped. I was like, "Yes." He took us to Germantown Avenue to the sneaker store.
Oh,
He couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, I'm with my dad. He's a giant. They called him Tree. And we walked in that joint, and These just came out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? These just came out. I was in elementary school when these joints came out. And when I got to the register, and my dad was like, yep, I'm going to get these. He got me and my sister a pair. And that's why they're so special to me. Because these right here were my first pair of sneaks that I remember going to the store with my dad to get.
That's
and
awesome.
So I was just like, man, I love these sneaks. These are not the original sneakers, okay? Just let me let y'all know these are not the original sneakers. Okay. But these were sneaks that my husband bought me. Probably the most memorable and precious gift that he's ever bought me because, you know, yeah, my dad died in 2013. And these sneaks had came out a few years after his death, and I told my husband the story, you know, about why these sneaks were so special to me. And so when I came home and he had them, like, that just really meant a lot to me. Like, man, he, you know, sometimes I don't think he'd be listening. You know how men be. They don't listen all the time.
Sometimes we do think that. Like,
yeah, you know. And to see these sneaks and he be like, I know you said this was your favorite pair because of your dad. Like, that was just really special to me. And so, yeah, these are, and I try not to wear these often, even though, like, I got me a Kelly green shirt to match these to the tee. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, these are the most memorable shoe that I got.
I love the story. And I love the sneakers because I have a few pair of them. No Face, No Trace number 2, which you guys are probably familiar with him throughout previous shows. But he thinks, like, okay, you're a little wild for that. I had one pair and I said, oh, these are a little dirty. I wore them to a picnic, jumped rope.
Girl, did we not love some double dutch?
Okay. They gotta go. So I got a fresh pair, but I always make sure I get them on sale. Everything you can get on sale, but those you gotta keep a fresh pair of stands there. So it's my joints right there. I did sleep on the Swarovski crystal ones. They had a Swarovski crystal pair. I don't know why I was acting like that, guys. Sometimes
I would have loved them.
Found it.
I would have loved them.
That was very dumb of me.
No, that's okay. We just missed it.
Yeah, but you know, what you gonna do? It happens. It happens. You know, I'm gonna say it's mom brain. That's right. That's right. So you know, how did you transition, like, from your heels, you know, to your sneakers? You know, when you going out with your hubby, like, what do you know? What's your thing?
So what I do is, because of my personal brand, I like to make sure that I'm always on point. So I don't wear traditional sneakers when I go to work. What I do wear is these boots right here. So I'll rock these with a pair of nice, either maybe some slacks and like a t-shirt or something like that. And then of course, I'm always coordinated. So I have to have the shoe because, again, I'm still at work. Right. So I need to make sure that my shoe and my bag coordinate because that's just my vibe. You know what I'm saying? You taught me to have my own vibe. And so this is my own vibe. And that way, you understand? And so that way, when I link up with the fellas, you know, my husband and my boys, then I'm ready to roll, you know? And so that's how I transition into, you know, being able to have that. See, we are multifaceted. Yes. We are flexible. We can, you know, switch up the style. And that's what it's about, ladies, you know. Kicks and cocktails, we can be in our heels and we can be in our sneaks, and we can have dresses and we can have on sweatsuits and shorts. However you want to, you know, design it. You put on your earrings, your glasses, you know. We can do a lot. You know, we can still be sexy. That's still right. Still be moms, with sisters, with aunties. And still have our own eclectic style. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. But what I do want to ask you, like, you got to tell the people, you know, I know what you do, but we got to let the people know, what do you do for a living? Okay. What is your thing? So, I am an independent contractor. My business is Von Yan Consulting. And what I basically do is I provide quality assurance services to different companies. I started this out in 2007. At that time, I was reading a Essence magazine. Okay. And in Essence, it had an article on side hustles. And I was in the process of divorcing the first husband. And so I wanted to have a side hustle because he was the breadwinner. You know, I only work part-time.
Gotcha.
And so that was an adjustment, and I needed something else to bring in some additional income. And so that is how I got into being an independent contractor. And what I did was I started doing mystery shops. I do mystery shops for different organizations and different companies, and I assess the quality of customer service I receive. And so that is basically over the phone, and then I actually do it in person. So when I do that, I complete a report. I send the report in. Sometimes they ask me for video shots. So I have to wear a blazer that has a hidden camera.
Okay.
Or I have to do maybe over the phones. Over the phone sometimes it has to be recorded, but sometimes the recording is not accessible. They know your phone number. So if you call, they know you've called before. So you have to get creative. Right. But what it allowed me to do was assess customer service. And so that just became a part of what I do. Mm-hmm. On top of that, I started, I've always been in business, but then I started thinking like, how can I use my skills in another way to make me more income? Okay. And so I started to actually review people's resumes, check them out, give them advice on how they needed to adapt it to what was acceptable currently, because everything, you know, change is inevitable. And as we go into different technologies, we have to be adaptable. Exactly. And I like to stay marketable. It's important to make sure that you continue to build on your craft. If you don't, you're going to lose it. And so you have to stay marketable. So for me to continue in my business, I had to expand a little bit. And so in expanding a little bit, I began to offer my services to different organizations. A lot of times it was maybe through a coworker that knew what I was doing for my side hustle. And so they would then say, hey, you know what, I got this business, we're trying to get started. Can you help us figure out what type of administrative personnel we need? Okay. And so that's how it branched out from being a quality, I can't even remember what I said. I'm sorry, it's the Coco special. But a quality assurance officer, I'm like, okay, what else can I do? Right. You know, and so then I decided to launch my website, and just people will always ask me like, you know, what do you think of my resume, or can you do like, you know, a mock interview so I can prepare for a job. And so I decided I'm going to take that. I'm going to add that to my list of services so that way I can build on my business. And so I've been doing this, like I said, since 2007 actually. That's when I began, you know, my independent consulting business.
That is so awesome. And as my sister, as my friend, y'all, I'm so proud of her. I mean, that's so innovative. Like, you being creative, thinking about things where you're in a creative space. And sometimes when our backs are against the walls and we know we have to reinnovate ourselves and we got to keep pushing forward, you know, never think that it can't be done. You got to start off positive. Give yourself that push. Even if your back's not against the wall, try something new sometimes, you know. And that's what I've been doing of lately, trying new things. Yeah. You know, sometimes you're scared, like, I don't know if I should. Or sometimes you may be even scared of your own success. Exactly. I've realized that. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I don't know. I think I'm going to be a beast, but I'm scared of that. Mm-hmm. But you can still be a gentle beast. You can. And still be powerful. That's right. You can still, you know, make your mark and still be decent and successful. So here, like I'm going to always say it, what do? We big each other up. Yes. We support each other, ladies. We are always going to support women supporting women. Yes. Doing great jobs. Our little sisters are our big sisters. That's right. Sometimes our big sisters need help. That's right. I'm speaking for myself. That's right. And we can learn something. So we can learn something from each other. So why not interchange? Why not show that love? You have to show that love because we're always learning. That's right. We're going to learn something new every day. That's right. And who best to depend on than you? See, when you know something, I learned a long time ago when I initially started a program for a prestigious university. You know, I was nervous. I would write everything down that I wanted to say. And so when I spoke, I sound robotic. You know what I'm saying? Like I sounded like I wrote everything down.
And then I had to learn like, okay, I don't need to write everything down. So what I did was write down the 5 top things I wanted to discuss, and then just went from there. I did take a course in public speaking. And what they did in this course was they recorded me.
Okay.
So we each had to do like a 2-minute presentation.
Okay.
And they recorded us. And they recorded us so that way at the end we can see what we needed to work on.
Right.
And that really did help me. Also being comfortable in knowing what your expertise is.
Right.
You know, you have to be okay with you knowing you know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
And when it comes to business, when it comes to helping administrative professionals get to their best selves, I know how to do that because I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it. And so being confident in yourself, don't feel like you have to put yourself in a box. You can be more than one thing.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be one thing. You can be more than one thing. I tell my sons that all the time. So just because you like this week doesn't mean you won't try something else next week. But if you don't believe in yourself, how can I get people to buy in my business?
Exactly.
You know, I can't. So I have to believe in myself. I have to put myself out there, and I have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
That's a good point. And I had to learn that myself, especially when you're talking about speaking and them recording you, because for years I could not stand my voice at all. Just like the sound, even on your voicemail, I'd be like, I'll be at work and I record it over and over again. No, that doesn't sound right. That's yuck. I don't want to hear it. But then the more I started getting into doing my own show, it was like this confidence started to come even more. And then when you have positivity surrounding you, always, and surround yourself with positivity. Don't surround yourself with ones that are negative and not going to support you. So then I started to say, okay, well, I do have something to say, and my voice is not trash.
That's right.
So, all right, it sounds okay. I like that. So keep on talking.
Yes. Yes. And that's where it comes in. That's where it comes in at building that confidence. We wouldn't have gotten here to this point with me being able to be on this show if we didn't talk.
Exactly.
If we didn't vibe, if we didn't rock, if we didn't talk about what we were doing currently at our state of life, okay? Because like I said, we've grown up together, literally.
Yes.
And so at this point, if we didn't talk, we wouldn't have got to this point. So now we're able to build on one another, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's such a privilege to be here, rocking my kicks, you know what I'm saying? My black and white today, you know what I'm saying? I'm on that vibe.
Right.
So,
Need that.
okay. So, yes, it's been a privilege to be here with you today. Thank you so much for featuring my drink. Yes, the Coco special.
Thank you for being here. And I want to shout out Nike.
Yes.
Oh man, and I want to thank everyone, all the viewers, for tuning in and supporting us and supporting what we do. We love you guys.
Yes.
And just thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. And again, my website is Von Yon Consulting. That's V as in Victor, ONYON Consulting. Please hit me up when you need some help.
Yes, please check my sister out every day, and we will see you on the next show of Kicks and Cocktails. All right, guys.